Hello, my name is John Sayer, and I'm a Technical Marketing Manager here at Autodesk. I'd like to welcome you to the demonstration video, Collaboration Using the Design Feed Across Extended Teams with Autodesk Infraworks 360, Episode 3. This is the last of 3 demonstrations showing a workflow for collaboration using Infraworks 360. So let's get started. So when we left off in Episode 2, we had confirmation from the reviewing agent that we did need to perform a traffic study. Now the traffic engineer needs to make the Infraworks model available to the field crew that will be collecting the data. This will allow them to not only collaborate with the traffic engineer, but also the reviewing agent through the design feed. The field crew has an iPad with them, so they will be using the Infraworks 360 app to view the model and collaborate with the other stakeholders. So the field crew shows up on site to start collection of the data for the traffic study, and a question has come up. Do we need to perform a pedestrian count so that it can be determined that the sidewalks in the intersection either need updating or not? So I'm going to show you what the interaction in the iPad app would look like for the field crew. So using Reflector to show you what's on my iPad, I'm going to open up Infraworks 360. After Infraworks 360 is open, I'm going to move to the group that the traffic engineer initially set up. And I'm going to go ahead and open the traffic study model. It'll look much like it did in the web browser that the reviewing agent used to, it'll look like the same model. I can zoom, I can rotate the model, I can zoom in, I can pan. Just a few features I wanted to show there in the iPad. And we can start to utilize the design feed. Now, when we open the design feed, we're going to see the design, any of the comments that are in the design feed from any of the stakeholders that have added to it. So if I select you need to perform traffic study, that was from the reviewing agent. It'll show you a marker, the same marker that he or she placed in the model in the web browser. So I need to ask them a question. The field crew needs to ask the question back to the reviewing agent and keep the traffic engineer updated also. So we're going to add comments and just ask the question, do we need a pedestrian count? Once that's done, we can go ahead and hit the done button and it will get added to the design feed. So when the reviewing agent opens the model again in Google Chrome, they would be able to see our comment. So again, it shows the comment that we just added, do we need a pedestrian count? So they can actually add another comment right back to the feed, and they could say, yes, in this case, we do. And there's another post to the design feed. Now the traffic engineer can monitor all of the conversations in the design feed and actually add to the conversations. So when the traffic engineer opens the model in Infraworks 360, he can go right to the design feed and see all of the conversation that has been happening. So we can see that the field crew is asked, do we need to add a pedestrian count? So as you can see, all of the stakeholders in our collaboration effort are able to communicate very easily inside of Infraworks 360 utilizing the design feed. We can not only use Infraworks 360 to push out the model, but we can also view that model inside of a web browser like Google Chrome, and we can use the Infraworks 360 app on the iPad to view the model and utilize the design feed. The ability to use the design feed to keep all stakeholders in the loop with conversations and even questions will benefit you with increased accuracy in the design. If you would like to learn more about Infraworks 360, go to autodesk.com/Infraworks.